Paul Pogba, for those that don't know, he's been found guilty on doping charges. They found testosterone in his bloodstream after a test in Juventus' game early in the season against Udinese. And now he has a 4-year ban. He can't appeal the ban. He can appeal for the sentence to be shorter, but yeah, man, it's not looking good for him, man. What is he, 30? Gonna be 31 next month. He's got a 4-year ban, so if he serves the whole ban, he's gonna be not playing again until he's 35 years old, and that's virtually the end of his career. So people are saying his career's virtually over, as it appears right now, and it looks that way, man. I felt 4 years is way too harsh, to be honest. Yes, if you get found cheating, yes, you should be punished. There's no argument there. He deserves to be punished if he has testosterone in his system, and he did. Yeah, it's cheating. It's against the rules. But 4 years, yeah, I thought it was wildly excessive, and I do feel like part of the reason why he got 4 years is because of who he is. It's Paul Pogba, the guy that divides opinion, for the guy that for some reason no one wants to give any credit to or give any respect to. This is a World Cup winner, by the way, and I just hear people just belittling him and belittling his achievements, and they're even saying things like, I was listening to TalkSport today, and then they said, is Paul Pogba one of the biggest what-ifs in football? And I'm not thinking, this guy won a World Cup. What do you mean? There's no what-if. He's answered that question. The World Cup is every little, whether they made it as a footballer or not, the winning the World Cup is every little boy's dream. Every little boy that likes football wanted to be a football player. And their number one dream or goal in that dream, if that makes any sense, is winning the World Cup. I mean, for me, I fell in love with football from the World Cup. R9, Brazil, France 98. You know what I mean? The first game, Brazil against Scotland, that's it. That was me. My love affair with football started, and I dreamt of winning the World Cup. Me being young, not realising how age is. I wanted to line up against, my dream was to line up like side by side up front with R9 to win the World Cup. That was my dream when I was young, not realising by the time I reached the age of being a professional footballer, he'd be a lot older, but anyway, whatever. But going back to my initial point, Paul Pogba won the World Cup. I mean, he gets a lot of stick in this country in particular. And his biggest achievement is the same as England's greatest ever player in Sir Bobby Charlton. Or that whole team. Every player in the whole team is idolised and seen as iconic because they won the World Cup. But Pogba's won that for his country. So how are we looking at Pogba like he's failed in his career? Like, I don't get it. You can't just dismiss an achievement. And those that do acknowledge he's won the World Cup, they try to take that away from him by saying, oh, he only won the World Cup because he was next to N'Golo Kante. Like, when you could easily say N'Golo Kante won the World Cup because he had Pogba in that team. Pogba absolutely ripped it up in that tournament. I remember, he was unplayable. Admittedly, we didn't see enough of that at Manchester United. We barely saw that at Man United. But his career wasn't just at Man United. It was at Juventus. He was at international level. It's just at Man United, it didn't work, and he's not the only player whose career hasn't worked out at Man United. That place is just a graveyard for top elite footballers. So yeah, man, I just feel like it's real hard. I think they tried to make an example out of, I don't know, for some reason Pogba really, well, I know why Pogba rubs people up the wrong way. I think it's pretty obvious, but I ain't going to get into that now because I think you know I'm getting at. But yeah, man, I mean, yeah, he didn't have the greatest time at United, but don't just diminish what he did and what he's achieved and what a great player he is. Like, let's not do that. Because like I said, his greatest achievement is the same achievement as England's icons. England's greatest ever players, the ones from 66. And let's have it right. Paul Pogba has won more, or he's achieved more at international level than any English player in the last 50 odd years. So let's not act like he's some failure of a player that didn't achieve nothing in his career and he's some unfulfilled talent. This guy's won titles in Italy as well. He's won cups at Man United, even though his time at Man United is not deemed as successful, which I understand. But let's not forget who he is. He's a top player, man. This is one of 3 players to get 4 assists in one Premier League game. Like, this is a guy that's operating on the next level of talent. So let's just be respectful, man. But yeah, big up Pogba, man. I hope you get your sentence reduced. You're a player I really like, and you're just a person I really admire as well. I do like Paul Pogba. I can't lie. But yeah, that's my thought on that.